The big Bitcoin move that I was talking about in yesterday's video is right now playing out, and I need to talk about what I see happening for the market right now. The next major move is about to happen, so if you're holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, XRP or any other crypto, you will want to watch this video. I'll of course update you also on the trading strategies and everything else you need to know about. Welcome back everybody, my name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get straight into it, guys. And what you can see right now is that on the daily time frame, we have in fact closed one red candle below the very key level, the orange line here at $95,000. Now, if we zoom into this candle a little bit more, you can see that the candle, the body of the candle close is actually lower than this candle right here. Here we also closed the candle below, but this one is much lower. So we're having a lower low here on a candle closing basis. In fact, if you just look at this in general, after this uptrend here, once we broke down from this uptrend, I said that the bullish momentum short term for Bitcoin is now gone, and we will have to have consolidation. We will have to see the bearish winds kind of play out, the bearish sentiment, whatever. And that is exactly what you're seeing right now. And in fact, you could potentially draw a line like this. So instead of an upwards channel, we now have a downwards sloping channel. So similar to what you saw for Solana right here, we created a downward sloping channel after having a massive upwards sloping channel. Okay. So this is not something that is unusual, and we will have to wait for the bearish sentiment to play out here on the short term. And what am I doing personally? I am going to reveal that in this video in regards to my own positions. But yes, you can see that on the daily time frame we broke down, and we did have a little bit of a push towards the upside here, but we failed to even retest the orange line here at $95,000. So I guess one good thing that we can talk about is that at least on the wicks here, we are creating higher highs. So at least there is some kind of small bullish signs here, even on the shorter time frames. But overall, if you just zoom out here, just like I have been saying, once we broke down from this downtrend here, the more bullish short-term bias was now moving into neutral or short-term bearish. And now once we have broken, because we have broken down from this point as well, we need to be very cautious here on the short term. I will get back to the Bitcoin chart here in a bit. First, I want to talk a little bit more about altcoins. So for altcoins, you can see that Ethereum is actually not doing too bad. It is holding up this $3,268 level here, this orange line. So that is good to see. But if Bitcoin doesn't make a move towards the upside, then I do think that this is also going to see a breakdown, and then $3,000 is in the cards here. If we quickly look at Solana, you can see that the downward sloping trend line right here, previous support now turned into resistance, tried to break through it yesterday, failed to do so, and now having another pullback here. Same thing here though, on the candle closing basis, just like for Ethereum here, we at least have higher lows. So that is one small bullish sign here also for Solana and for Ethereum. If you look at Cardano, so this is important because look at this. Remember what I said in yesterday's video? You are going to have a squeeze right here because we were below the resistance, and now this previous support of this trend line is now turning into resistance. And you can see we've been trying to break through it 2 times right here on the daily candles, haven't been able to do so. So as this continues for a few more days, we're going to have to make a decision. Either we break into the pattern again, or we see a breakdown from the orange line here, which would signal more downside. So this is for Cardano. And if we look at XRP, same thing here. We're inside of the pattern here, but we're failing to break through this pattern. And also what's important here is that, remember, now not only are we inside of the pattern failing to break through it, we're also making lower lows here on the candle closing basis, because we have always been meeting resistance of this upper trend line. But the first time we met resistance was when XRP was at $2.76, and then $2.63, and then $2.40. and then $2 whatever. And now we are seeing that at $2.20. So it gets lower and lower the more we hit this and the longer time goes, right? So these are essentially more often than not bullish signs, like bullish patterns consolidating, but we need to see that breakout towards the upside. If not, then again, we're gonna have decision time. We're either gonna have to break through it. If we don't, then we break down from this orange line, taking us down to $1.76. And if we look at the overall market here for the Bitcoin and altcoins, you can see that also we are below this key level at 3.35 trillion. And yeah, we need to break through this for us to have a massive move towards the upside again. On the others chart, you can see that we are also consolidating here. Remember, we're going to see a big move here. Once this makes a decision, either we break it towards the upside, and it's going to take a few days, potentially. Like I said in yesterday's video, 24 to 72 hours. So then today I would say 12 to 48 hours. That's the time frame where I think that you are going to see this either break down or see a breakout. And that would mean very bullish action for the altcoins in particular. And what I also said in yesterday's video is that we need to watch the traditional markets. If the traditional markets can hold this orange line, then we are due for a nice pump for altcoins and for Bitcoin. Unfortunately, you did see a big red candle here breaking down through the orange line here. So the traditional markets are also a bit worried right now. Looking at the 4-hourly time frame, look at this. Try to support us once here, bounce, and now we are seeing continuation towards the downside here. So traditional markets are not helping us. Traditional markets are pulling us down. So with all of this, what should we make of all of these things I just said? I just said that altcoins are at key resistance levels. They're sloping down. They are either going to have to make a break towards the upside or towards the downside. If it happens towards the downside, we're going to see some significant drops. And same for Bitcoin. After having this bullish momentum towards the upside, now having broken down, we need to be very cautious here on the short term. So does that mean that I am going to sell my Bitcoin or my altcoins right now? Absolutely not. Why? Because even though I feel like we need to be cautious on the shorter time frames, remember, I am still midterm and long-term bullish, not only on Bitcoin, but also on altcoins. So the risk here is that I sell my Bitcoin right now, right? So make no mistake, because we are in this bearish phase right now and we have broken down from bullish structures, $81,000 or $82,000, this orange line here, is in the cards. It is actually, I mean, the probability of us hitting $82,000 has significantly increased because we broke down from this point and we closed a candle below this point. So let me get back to my thesis here. Does this mean, even though we're more likely now to hit $82,000, does it mean that I'm going to sell my Bitcoin? Absolutely not. Because you can see that we're seeing a small green candle here. So, I mean, the bulls, at some point, they're going to make a push here. And maybe they fail and maybe we see that rejection. That's fine. But the risk is, because remember, I am midterm and long-term bullish. So the risk here is that, yes, we go down a little bit. Maybe we go down somewhere here to 90, maybe 92, maybe even lower than that. But the risk is that then, if I sell right here, we go up, we have a bullish candle. You know how explosive these green candles can be, right? So the risk here, if I sell, is that we see a pullback, but then a green candle taking us up to the previous levels here. Because remember, I am long-term and mid-term bullish. And then I might not be able to re-enter if you're anticipating us to come down to $82,000. So that is also why I'm using my trading strategies. Remember, my trading strategies, the entire point here is to not time the bottoms and not time the tops. They are doing that for us, right? So they are buying automatically on the way down and take a profit on the way up. So while we were going up here, they were taking profit, and now they have been buying on the way down, and they will continue to buy on the way down. And then once we see that green candle towards the upside, then they will continue to take profit. So that is the entire reason why I'm having my trading strategy. So that is why right now I'm not entering into new trades for Bitcoin, but also I am not selling because I am midterm and long-term bullish, and I don't want to miss out on the gains that you're gonna see throughout the rest of this bull market. So to summarize, I am prepared for lower prices. much more now, much more likely that we're gonna see lower prices now compared to just a few days ago. But I'm not selling my Bitcoin because I don't want to miss out on the gains once you see that explosive move towards the upside. And also my trading strategies are taking full advantage of the pullback here, buying on the way down anyway. So I hope that that makes sense. Quick update on the trading strategies and on the 100x challenge. So first off, for Bitcoin, $190,000 in profits, for Ethereum $100,000 in profit, $17,000 for Solana, and $6,000 in profit for Doge. So these are the current situations for the strategies here, and they are going to continue to buy on the way down and take profit on the way up using this volatility to the fullest. In fact, you can see that Solana has already made $10,000, $11,000 in profit here just from the algorithm alone, and not even with the price going up. 100x challenge, we went in with $10,000. Currently, we are at a little bit of a loss because 10,846 minus $1,000. What is that? We're minus, I don't know, $300 or something, $400 maybe, all in all. But what's ironic here is that this is actually, in order to make a lot of profit on this one, I was actually kind of hoping that you would see a pullback, because let's assume that I just entered $10,000 here at, what was it, $95,000. And then we see a move up to like $105,000. Well, okay, I would make some profit, but it would only be on $10,000. Now we have compounded already 846. And the next time we see a move, because the algorithm will be making, it's already made $111 since I compounded. So if we come back up to like $100,000, then probably the algorithm will be at, I don't know, $200 or $300. And then also this thing is going to be at probably like $1,000 or something. So then we will end up with something like $12,000 or maybe even more. So that is why these pullbacks are so vital for us to be able to make more profit in the long run here. So this is actually great to see that pullback. Now, of course, if we come down lower, let's say we come down to $86,000, then this thing is gonna stop trading, and then all I can do is just wait for us to come back to this level. But that is all great. I am prepared for this. Of course, I talk about all of these different scenarios in my 100x challenge video. So if you want to watch that video, I do have it right here. And of course, if you want to join this challenge yourself, you are able to get an absolutely amazing entry right now when we are down at only $94,500. So if you're still bullish on Bitcoin, if you're bullish on crypto, and you've been waiting to get in, then now could be a good time. Not financial advice, of course, but if I didn't already have this strategy open, I would open it right now personally, because I believe that we are in a bull market, just like I've been saying throughout this entire video. I will not let the whales shake me out here, guys. I will not let some small short-term movements towards the downside derail me from the overall picture. And the overall picture, guys, is that Bitcoin is the best asset in the world, and Bitcoin is going to continue to go up. Also, there is some drama in regards to a new flu that has been coming out. So yeah, I mean, this spooked the market a little bit. Everyone has PTSD from, you know, the previous flu that caused a massive pandemic and got a lot of people to go absolutely nuts, and societies collapsed and everything. Not necessarily because of the actual flu, but because of the reaction people had to it, which was overblown. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. So bullish, not selling altcoins either. Trading strategies continues to make a lot of profit. Once we come back up to the previous price points, trading strategies will have made even more profits. If you want to join these ones, go down to the description of this video, sign up to Pionex right here. First, boom, click here. Then claim 2 different bonuses you have. First, this bonus right here. Second bonus right here. This is also for people that are already signed up. So click on this thing and then copy the Bitcoin strategy, Ethereum strategy, Solana, Doge strategy. So that is what you can do. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.